Welcome to episode 343 of the official podcast. I'm now back in Australia, back in my comfort zone. So there should be no issues whatsoever with how this episode pans out in terms of my connectivity to the overall show. How are you guys doing? You guys in your respective places? No one's going walkabouts?
I hope so, yeah.
All right, that's good. That's good. All right, everything's back to normal. One of the best things about traveling, I've realized, is getting home. Getting home is honestly like one of the best feelings ever. Just like sliding back into your comfort zone after 2.5 weeks of being MIA, basically. It feels so good.
Seeing your own toilet. It's the best feeling.
And you're in bed, not having to worry about if you'll find somewhere to sleep that night. Stuff like food, electricity. I'm making England sound like a war zone. But like some of the apartments literally didn't let us in, so you know there were concerns there. It's nice to have some safety now.
I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're not there anymore since you didn't like it.
Yeah, and I'm happy to now announce for the first time on the official podcast I'll be returning to London next week. I'm going to try to make this a monthly annual visit just to see how England pans out.
Cool.
No, I don't think I'm going back there for a while.
Oh, boo, pussy.
But that's not going to stop me from traveling, Andrew. I'm still going to go to Japan.
Oh. Pussy.
Okay. So, what did I miss while I was up in the skies for 4 days, basically?
I don't know. What did happen this week?
Who wants to go
come on.
first? We all had
Come
topics.
on. We all know what's there. I even got fucking like alerts up in the sky somehow through like no internet and stuff about the submarine. Are we really not going to talk about the submarine?
It's old news now.
It's old news, but it's still like massive.
This video won't be out till Sunday. It's going to be even older by the time this comes out.
That news died the moment everyone found out they just imploded. Everyone was like, oh, that's it? How disappointing. No Valiant Rescue, no movie script type ending, nothing exciting. We're never going to find their...
Have they determined how soon in the search they imploded? Like, was it pretty much immediate? Like, as soon as they went down?
Like an hour in
when they lost communication.
Hour and a half in. The U.S. Navy knew about it immediately, decided not to tell anyone for some fucking reason.
Well, I just wanted to see how the search would pan out.
Because they knew it was too epic and they didn't want people to have it.
I guess, yeah.
It was. They thought, hey, this is kind of cool. It's bringing everyone together.
This could be an international news story. Let's not talk about it.
The government and like private rescue teams all went out to find this thing. In the meantime, again, the U.S. Navy knew and the U.S. government knew, obviously, and they kept turning down foreign aid. Like the French and stuff were offering to send their own submarines to go down there and look for it, and the U.S. government kept telling them, no, don't bother. It'll turn up, don't worry about it. Those pricks.
I don't understand why you wouldn't tell people.
Because it was kind of cool, I guess, to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
I don't know. All the fucking conspiracy theories. And I have been enjoying
to keep the magic of the like Easter egg hunt alive.
Yeah, like telling, when you don't tell your kids that Santa isn't real.
Yeah.
I mean, one day they're going to find out, but
I mean, maybe if they just came out straight away and said, like, yo, that shit exploded or imploded or whatever, everyone would be, like, super sad immediately. Maybe they wanted to let people, like, slowly come to terms with the fact that, that shit exploded.
They didn't slowly come to terms with it. It was hype. I mean, the families did, sure, but for the rest of the planet, this was nothing but, like, popcorn cinema. Nobody had any feelings invested in this other than, like, cruelty and joy.
Yeah, that was a weird thing pointless. I noticed.
That's how every major disaster plays out in the media. No one gives a shit. They laugh at it and think it's a cool spectacle unless they're personally involved.
There's a lot of empathy for like, other events where people lose their lives. But this one, like people were actively celebrating the death of the people on board without knowing anything about them. Just because they could afford to take this trip, which it's like egregiously expensive, but still. It was kind of like psychotic.
There is definitely a little stirring I've seen of people who are trying to say don't have any empathy for these people at all because they were billionaires and they deserved it because they were rich and they should just die. So you might be on.
Those are my least favorite people. It's not even the mocking of death. I have nothing against gallows humor. I don't even mind people making fun of the dead. If I die, people will make fun of me. That's fine, but be honest about it. I hate this. Oh, they deserved it. I'm actually the most empathetic person on earth. These are the same people that like give me shit when some streamer kills himself or gets himself killed. And then they go on fucking Reddit's the Herman Cain Awards and they mock like widows and shit. It's the same audience. They get a kick out of people they don't like dying, which is fine again, but admit it.
I'm fine with joking about death and people dying and stuff, as long as they're like genuinely jokes. Like these weren't jokes, these were just people wishing for death. And that's where I draw the line. Like if you're actively saying, "Oh, I'm happy that dude died," that's not a joke. There's no sense of
no, not a joke. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just be honest about it at least. If you want this guy dead, at least say so. Have the fucking pair to say so.
Well, they did.
You don't have to mask it behind like. Yeah, but they still try to mask it as.
Yeah, they still try and like justify why this is an exception of why this person deserves to die, and they're not lacking empathy or anything. It's actually the morally righteous position to say that they deserve to die outright, no matter what.
Right, yeah.
But if you're just honest about it, like, yeah, fuck this guy, good that he's dead, don't really care, without trying to take some kind of like high ground on it, it's whatever. It's at least you're honest
about it.
That's the
take with is the moral high grounds. Like, come on, you're the same as me and every fucking other shitlord on the internet. This is entertainment to you, and you kind of take joy in it because you're just obviously envious of fucking rich people.
But from their perspective, it's like if you were to laugh at a puppy dying and then they laugh at a tiger dying, you know?
I know, of course.
I don't even know what that comparison is.
Tigers are also nice, so...
A puppy is far more vulnerable than a tiger, is what he's saying.
Yeah. Well, one's slightly more acceptable to enjoy the death of because maybe it kills people or maybe it kills things.
Who the fuck celebrates a tiger's death?
Well, no, now you're pushing it too far. I tried to help you, Jackson, but you just like sank into the abyss. Come on.
Hey, I don't. I love tigers. I'm trying to think of an animal that is like. Okay, wait.
Then why did you use tigers in that analogy? Then?
Just because they have big teeth. I don't know. They kill things. All right, wait. I got one that we can all agree on. Okay, so it's like if one person like laughs at like a puppy dying, but then another laughs at like mosquitoes dying.
Brother, what?
Okay, yep. Cool.
I mean,
I'm saying the person laughing at the mosquitoes dying has more of a valid reason to, because the mosquitoes are like, they cause, diseases and shit, and they hurt when they bite you or stick their things in you. Whereas puppies are just innocent. So like that's the rationale, right? Like they're saying these billionaires are more they're the mosquitoes.
You're constructing an analogy for something that really doesn't need it. We all understood the original point.
I know. I just wanted to see how far it would go.
Rich people
how much money do these mosquitoes have?
Mosquitoes, and poor people are like puppies.
Oh, good.
What do you mean?
I
don't know. I just don't like mosquitoes. Tigers are cool, though.
True.
Tigers are cool.
Tigers are cool.
So are ligers.
Mm. Every time I go to a zoo to like see tigers and shit, they're always sleeping though. So all cats.
That's 99% of animals at every zoo. I'll lay this controversial opinion down on the show. I fucking hate going to the zoo. I appreciate what they do. They're like, oh yeah, we'll rescue and provide for animals. That's great. We'll conserve the environment. That's
if they actually do it.
But the actual entertainment value of the zoo is zero. The animals are always fucking sleeping.
Not doing it right.
What? You think? You like it?
No, the only animals I see sleeping are the cat likes, the lions and such. They do sleep a lot, but I mean that's
because they sleep like 20 hours a day. That's just a cat thing. Yeah.
Plus, it's a lion. What is he supposed to do? He's kind of stuck in a cage. He can't like go around and hunt deer for your entertainment.
No, I know that, but
all the other animals are usually all alive and perky.
That's why we should stick billionaires in the cage. Make it entertainment.
Yeah, because they're the mosquitoes of people. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, or stick billionaires in
I've always loved the zoos. My memories are red pandas coming up to me and I get to give them apples, and there was whistling pigs. Is that what they're called? Those pig-like things that like whistle, they have little tiny trunk snouts.
Tapirs?
they're not pigs. Yeah.
Whatever
Tapirs.
Andrew just said. Tapirs,
Yeah,
yes, they are
tapirs.
so cute because you can whistle to them and they whistle back. They'll legitimately have a discussion with you. They're awesome.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on which zoo you go to and such too.
Yeah.
but I love zoos.
I guess it's dependent on the trip too, because the last time I went, 90% of the animals were fucking asleep, and it was just nothing but walking, and it sucked.
Did you go at
got gypped,
nighttime?
Yeah.
No, I went during the day.
Unlucky.
Did you scream at them to wake up?
I wish I could. I should have. Yeah, I should have pelted them with apples like Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, stop being lazy. I'm here to be entertained.
Yeah, come on,
Dance.
animals, do something.
The only thing I hate about going to like aquariums and well, this is mainly with aquariums, is just how many kids go to aquariums and like parents suck at parenting kids around animals. I've noticed like these little shits were just like smashing the glass and stuff, like tapping on the glass, trying to like get the attention of the fish. I'm like, that must be such an excruciating life for those fish. Just constant children
Could
walking
they
up
even
and like
hear that? Isn't that
yeah. What
glass like 2 feet thick?
No, it causes vibrations. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Aquariums kick ass.
Whenever I
though.
went, they usually had like cordons and such off.
You prefer aquariums over zoos?
I do, and it seems counterintuitive, but I absolutely fucking love aquariums. And yet, I'm bored of the zoo.
Aquariums are cool.
Aquariums are definitely cool, but like once you've seen one, you've kind of seen them all. They're all mostly the exact same.
Nah, see, like, all right, you go to the zoo and you got to like roll the dice. You're like, oh man, is that pack of red wolves going to be sleeping or doing something? Is this rhino just going to stand there, or I don't know, are the elephant's going to be playing around? But when you go to the aquarium, the fish are always swimming. You can watch them for hours.
That's true.
Well,
They're
unless they're dead.
always swimming. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like aquariums. I like all those places. It beats just walking the streets.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, yeah. Good point.
I also think marine life is more fascinating to watch. Like regular, zoo life is cool. It is. I'll give it that. But marine life is just so different. It's so alien.
Andrew, could I interest you in a submarine ride? It'll cost a bit, but
You can see them up close.
it's perfectly safe.
Only if I have to sit crisscross applesauce with my fellow passengers. And we have to
That
share a
fucking thing
bathroom
was
with
so
a curtain.
ghetto. That's the one, I guess, I don't know how much it's been talked about, but seeing the Titanic also seems so uninteresting to me. Anything else down there, I would
You can
find
see
it more
pictures of
interesting,
it.
but the Titanic,
You can watch a whole movie with Leonardo DiCaprio in it.
Yeah. Didn't they 3D render it or something? Aren't there like specific 3D tours you can do?
well, I understand.
digitally?
Well, okay, that's not the problem. Obviously, seeing it in person is different than just Googling images, but still.
But are you really
the
seeing it in
Titanic is
person through the fucking tiny little window of a shitty little submersible? Are you really seeing it in person?
Did they
get to
ever
take
even make it
selfies
to
from-
that? Did they ever even get to see it? Probably not, right?
No.
No,
No,
so.
they didn't.
The
They didn't go down.
descent is apparently 4 hours, and they died like an
4
hour and a half or
hours.
so in.
4
I know, and then
hours,
4 hours
fucking
back up.
Christ.
That's why people knew. Well, time's running out. The air's running out. As the U.S. Navy is giggling to themselves, knowing what actually happens. But everyone's like, well, even if we do find them, it's gonna take us 8 hours, 4 down, 4 up, to get them up. And they're the weirdest fucking decisions. They bolted themselves in there. The thing is ghetto.
Yeah.
They don't even have cushions to sit on, which is just fucking weird choice for billionaires to settle for that. But I don't know. The funniest thing to me is just the Titanic. Really, that sounds so boring. If you're gonna risk your life and sign a death warrant that mentions death like 3 times on the first page, I want to see something cooler, bro.
What would
Like,
you?
let's explore stuff.
Yeah, what would you want to see? What would make it worth it?
Yeah, that actually I might do. But the Titanic, I feel like you would have to pay me 200 grand for me to get into that fucking death capsule.
Well, in general,
And go
yeah. But
down
like,
there.
I think Charlie's asking, is there anything you would get in there for to actually see down the bottom of the ocean?
Atlantis.
Yeah, I don't know. What's like cool down there? I'm already terrified of the ocean, so I don't know.
It's just like the deepest point, right? Marianas Trench. That's about it.
Do you keep saying Marianus?
I
Marianus?
say Marianas.
Marianas Trench.
Marianas.
But that is way deeper, isn't it? How many feet is that deep?
The Mariana Trench is the deepest point on Earth.
Can you get to the bottom of it?
About how many feet?
No.
Someone has been.
many.
Yeah.
Let me look it up. But many. The
Wait,
Mariana
so-
Trench
something that-
is 36,000 feet deep.
Holy
How
shit.
far is the
Yeah, it's like
Titanic?
10 times deeper.
Definitely not that deep.
3,700 feet?
Yeah.
No,
Holy
no, no.
shit.
It's 13,000 feet for the Titanic.
So
So
a third
about
of
three
that.
times?
No, it's not
Yeah.
13,000 feet.
No, it's definitely 4,000 meters, right? It
The
doesn't that come out?
Titanic is currently
meters. Wait.
12,500 feet deep in the ocean. So about a
Yeah,
third
I
of
was
that.
thinking in feet or metric, I guess.
Yeah.
So, damn, that is actually very deep still.
Have you guys seen the videos of like the deep sea cameras with those giant fucking squids that freak out when like their tentacles get touched? They're like enormous creatures.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
Cute.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually like space creatures. It's fucking adorable.
Yeah, they're
I
badass.
know. See, that I actually would, if I was braver and had money
Yeah.
to waste, that's something I would sign up for. Is okay, you're basically showing me an alien life form, an alien planet. This is like visiting some far off galaxy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's why
not a
the
wreck.
aquarium kicks ass. Thank you.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would prefer them to just drag that son of a bitch up here and put it in an aquarium if possible.
Don't they decompress and blow up or something?
Yeah, that's the blobfish story. So if you take a blobfish at the actual pressure it belongs at, it looks like a nice little happy fish. But then they bring it up to the surface and its fucking organs rupture inside out, and it looks like
Explode.
the pictures.
It's like if they dragged us down. Yeah, we drag it up through the pressures.
It's so mean that we dragged it up to our pressure level and it blew apart, and then we were like, "Look how ugly he is." It's so fucking mean.
It's a tragedy. It's like a Greek tragedy. Oh man.
That poor fucking thing. Oh god, there's like pus oozing out of its mouth.
I also like to think about the fish that were around the Titanic at the time of the implosion. Like they just see this random submersible come down and just explode, like just fucking completely randomly.
I mean, they were
Humans.
probably happy for it. Don't they get to pick through the remains and such?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the Titanic still had some food on it.
Yeah, true. I was gonna say I don't know how implosions work. I thought everything just disappears, but that just might be like a science fiction thing.
I don't know. All the quote-unquote experts on Twitter were more than happy to weigh in and tell us about how the people would have been incinerated instantly or turned into soup or whatever.
The fun fact I have about that is there was a Mythbusters episode where they let a diving suit experience oceanic pressure from a leak in it, and they recorded what would happen because they were like, "Oh, let's
saw
bust the
that.
myth." And the guy, the test dummy, had its intestines forced through its face with how much pressure there was. That clip, because of the submarine accident, has gained like I think 2 million views in 3 days when it used to have maybe 10,000 views. Just from people looking up what
But to
happened.
be fair, that's like slow. They did that slowly to see what would happen.
Yeah.
From what the people say, the submarine basically imploded instantly.
Yeah.
Which is good for them, I guess. As far as tragedies go.
One of the most annoying things that came out of this whole thing is I saw people like hyperfixate on the point that the submersible was controlled by like a Logitech game controller, which is, as
Mhm.
far as I understand, like super common for like most military.
Yeah, but you
hardware
didn't
as
know
well.
that until this made the headlines. I bet you also
What?
giggled when you heard. I said, there's no way you knew that before all these headlines. I bet you
No,
also
I've
giggled at the
I've
absurdity of it.
absolutely seen the videos and pictures of drone controllers using controllers.
You're missing the
stuff like that.
point, Jackson. The point is the military, with their incredible budget and army power, use Xbox 360 controllers, whereas this man bought an aftermarket Logitech PS2 controller and modified it with weird plastic caps on the joysticks that just look weird.
Well, it's better for grip, probably, right?
Probably, but he's still dumb.
Precision.
Oh, he's definitely dumb.
Yeah.
I'm not defending that. I just remember when the military used like a bunch of PS3s to power their servers, basically.
There was a supercomputer that
do
was
remember
cheaper.
that,
Yeah, they wired PlayStation 3s together to act as the processor because it was cheaper than buying actual
I mean, to be
processors.
fair, I feel like the controller is that's like such a minor thing considering all the other things where they apparently were cutting corners.
Yeah,
the
that's
CEO
what I mean.
was boasting about how he's not a rule follower and fuck certification and this and that. It's just, I don't know.
Apparently he got the fucking like the tubes that like control the pressurization from like Home Depot. and he put them together himself. Like, I would not be going anywhere near that submarine above water. Sounds like a disaster waiting.
Oh yeah, and then telling me you're gonna weld me into it again. I'm already claustrophobic. If I got into that thing at sea level, and I heard you bolting me into it and welding it shut or whatever, I'm gonna piss myself and die in there.
Shouldn't they have like an escape protocol, like jets, like what do you call them? Jets do, like the seats that explode out of the top of the roof and send you skyward. Just do that underwater.
Into the water? Yeah,
well,
sure.
Yeah,
like a
but like
torpedo.
hopefully, yeah, like up, like put a rocket on a chair or something and it'll shoot you out of the water.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that on the show? The one job you don't think you could ever do?
There's millions of jobs I think I could never do, actually.
Yeah. I bring it up because my answer at the time, and still is submarine technician. I just can't be in a tiny metal box at the bottom of the ocean. I would fucking lose my mind.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
And even like regular, like...
what is it? Sorry, go.
I was just going to say, even like regular military submarines are so fucking like cramped and narrow and tight. It sounds miserable.
I would rather do any other job than work on a submarine. No thanks. And that was well before this controversy. I felt that for years and years, and this only makes it stronger. Only strengthens my opinion.
The good thing about it is, like, it's probably the best place to be in case a nuclear war breaks out, right?
In a submarine?
No, the submarine. Yeah, in a submarine. No one's targeting the fucking oceans, right?
They get irradiated, Jackson.
We should. Has my phobia of the ocean ever been more vindicated than in the last 2 weeks? First, some kid jumps off a party boat and immediately goes missing and becomes shark food. And then these dummies go into a submarine and get blown up somewhere because they wanted to see the Titanic and desecrate a grave. So, I mean, at this point, I think all of us should fill a couple of buckets and bathtubs full of water and then fill the ocean with concrete. Fuck everything in there.
Turn the ocean into a solid block.
Yeah, you can walk across it.
Oh, I love that.
That'd be kind of cool. You could just drive across the ocean.
That's Mad Max, yeah.
I know. How convenient would that be?
That really would be convenient. It'd be like Pangea again.
What if we don't start war with the ocean people, so we just like concrete the top layer. Also, we save on concrete, so it's cheaper.
Well, wouldn't that just float on the water and then just destabilize?
Like ice road truckers?
We'd bolt it into each continent, like where the land starts. We'd like.
So you want to build a bridge of concrete?
Yeah. We don't need to like completely fill it in,
but not a bridge, but like a whole layer, like a peel.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like putting the orange peel
we
back
just
on.
build a bridge from every country, and then you guys don't even need to fly. You guys get a win-win out of that.
Well, then you don't even need to use boats then as well, because like cargo can be just carried across by trains or trucks or whatever.
And we'll need more and more and more cars. I like the way you're thinking.
Yeah, it's good for industry.
Yeah, and all the fishes will die from lack of sunlight.
Well,
which I'm pro. Don't mistake that tone as me being against this plan. I'm voting for you.
What if it's not concrete, but it's just a thick layer of like acrylic glass or something across the entire...
No.
So they get that much glass.
No, you're not thinking with industry. You scoop all the fish out first, then we freeze them, and then we have sushi for the next like billion years.
Well, no, my point was I didn't want to anger the fish people.
Why not?
Because if we anger them, they can't do anything to us if we stay where we belong, which is land.
But that's not true. That's not true. Did you guys see that fucking orcas are attacking boats now? They've understood that humans are...
I said on land, not on boats. That's still their territory. That's you asking for trouble.
Well, attacking boats is the first step to understanding boats. Eventually they'll start driving them, maybe.
Oh, now you're onto something, yeah.
They'll bring the war to us eventually.
Well, we need to be strong and fit and ready to fight them off then, right?
How would we do that, though? Yeah.
We would use Fitbod, of course.
Oh, right,
you knew I was going to say that. Listen, if you want to join an expedition to the bottom of the sea or play video games in the military, you need to be buff. You need to be swole. There are physical requirements for that job, and you're going to want to use Fitbod. Because Fitbod is going to look at your daily life and say, hey, man, I heard that you don't have a gym membership. You're probably going to reply nothing because Fitbod is an inanimate like app. It's not real. But you'll think, yeah, I don't have a gym membership. Is that a problem? And Fitbod is going to say to you, no, no, no. Look at all these incredible workouts you can do at home without needing any equipment. We've got tons of body weight exercises, tons of little routines that you can do just with the objects around your house. The point is, Fitbod will help you build a fitness habit and stay consistent, which everyone knows is the way to get in shape. You can tell it your goals, your experience, all sorts of little stats and numbers to help get your plan perfect. It will help understand your strength training ability, study your past workouts, and adapt to your environment to help keep your gym sessions fresh and fun by mixing things up. Track all of your achievements and learn movements the right way with over 1,400 demonstration videos. All 4 official boys work out. This is true. You can absolutely see it. Have you seen Charlie shirtless? He does it a lot. He's got good body, and you can better fucking believe it's from Fitbod, and we all work out. We don't look as good as Charles, but we try, and that's thanks to Fitbod. It's not too late to crush your summer fitness goals. Try Fitbod today. Get 20% off of your subscription and try the app for free at fitbod.me/official. That's fitbod.me/official. And I hope everyone heard me say that. I hope each and every single one of you out there heard me say it so that you can bitch and complain or praise me as I deserve. It's up to you. But the point is, I hope you heard me say that because a lot of people listen to this show on their phone. And if they do, they should be using Mint Mobile because it is premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. Now, all of you out there, while you're doing your fat fucking push-ups thanks to Fitbod, are saying, well, what's the catch? $15 a month for wireless? That doesn't make any sense. Well, Mint Mobile's secret is that they are the first company to sell wireless service online only. You know how like certain other big fucking phone brands have those stores there with those people who never help you and you have to wait for 45 minutes and they're worthless and annoying and you can do all of this online? Well, Mint Mobile says, yeah, you don't need that. You are an adult and can take care of yourself, and we will help you as much as you want in this digital age by going online only. They will also give you the best rate whether you're buying for one or a family, and a family line will start at just 2 lines. You can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number, of course. Switch to Mint Mobile to get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, God, I can't talk today, go to mintmobile.com/official. That's mintmobile.com/official. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/official.
Nice.
Thank you.
The end.
Yeah, but have you guys actually seen the videos of the orcas attacking people?
Aren't orcas killer whales? I thought they never killed anyone.
They've
So
just
why are they
started-
escalating?
This is brand new.
Oh.
See, they know. They know we are encroaching on their territory. Humans
That's
have
what
gone
I'm
too
saying.
far.
No, I
Yeah,
completely.
absolutely.
I think it's long overdue. They should have been attacking us far longer in the past. They should have been training this whole time.
Well, wait. Who? Who do you want dead?
Well, no, the orcas should be like trying to fight for their land. Well, lack of land. Like they should be out there, like actually putting up a fight
For
instead
the
of
water.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of just rolling over like they have for the last like fucking 100
Yeah,
years.
I mean, I'm kind of fine with them like attacking, like SeaWorld CEOs or whatever, if they could sort that out. Like whoever's in charge of, is it SeaWorld in America?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah, we have SeaWorld. That's
Yeah,
one of them. We have a few.
The giant fucking institutions that like have just brutalized orcas for their entire existence, basically. Instead of like the small fishing boats that they're currently attacking, but maybe they'll work their way up to the people that matter. It is nice to see them take their land back, though. I am on their side.
Yeah. Oh,
So these
well,
seafaring
you're a
creatures that live in the sea, you're happy they're taking their land back.
Well, like Charlie said, lack of land. Yeah.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just think it's interesting. They're incredibly intelligent creatures.
They are.
I don't think there's ever been a case where we've seen animals change their behavior like that to attack humans, right? Can you think of any others?
Pretty much any animal that we try to hunt, yeah.
No. Well, wait. Yeah, like if you're hunting them, obviously they're going to fight back.
Oh, you just mean like in general?
Yeah, yeah. Just the general behavior
gotcha.
has changed. They're attacking indiscriminately from what it sounds like.
Gotcha, yeah.
Planet
Not
of
sure.
the Apes.
I can think of territorial shit like geese attack.
But they've always, that's my point,
Yeah.
they've always been territorial.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like a change.
I can't think of any other specifically attacking humans for the sake that they're humans. Like, there's also mistakes. Animals will attack humans thinking they're other animals or other things.
Yeah, like sharks often think that humans are seals
Sea
or whatever.
lions and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of any others. This
We
is
could
an
ask the
actual
whales
change.
why. That'd be helpful.
Yeah, they haven't mastered English yet, so
Wow,
might
those
be hard.
fucking idiots.
Well, I'm against the ocean.
I love the
Nothing wrong with
concrete
that.
idea. Let's just do it. Fuck it.
Let's either do that or just take all the nuclear waste people keep bitching about and dump it in the oceans.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that would fuck us up long term.
That'll
I
be good for us.
say we launch it to the moon. What are we doing with that thing? Nothing.
Launch the ocean to the moon?
No, the nuclear waste.
All right.
We are really devaluing the moon as like a place to put stuff.
Oh, we're going to devalue it
Not
even more
even
if we
the
put
moon,
fucking nuclear
it's-
waste on it. Then it's going to be like,
Who cares? It's a rock. What's on the moon?
All nuclear waste is so little and it is so safe to store too. It's such a meme, conspiracy theory, urban myth that it's like all barrels full of glowing green sludge that are gonna capsize on a fucking train somewhere and infect the local fish population into growing 3 eyes. That's like Simpsons.
And just
That doesn't
to be-
happen.
Yeah, go ahead.
And even if you don't want it on Earth, we have fucking SpaceX rockets now. Fucking shoot it into the sun. You don't even have to land it on the moon. Just jettison it into outer space. Who cares? There's so much space.
We might want it back. Put it on the moon. You never know. We could change our minds.
You
yeah.
don't want it back. Like a hoarder civilization. We don't want to throw out our trash.
I want my old newspapers on the moon, but don't get rid of them.
Sound like an actual hoarder. I'm gonna use that one day.
Wouldn't launching radioactive waste into the sun like kind of power it up as well? Because isn't it fueled by
No,
that
you know how
stuff?
huge the sun is? That's like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
The sun
eventually,
doesn't
would it
give a
make a
shit.
difference?
No, it would fucking evaporate before it got even close to the sun. Like, the sun is stupidly hot and massive.
I think the sun would like blow itself out before you could even throw enough trash into it for it to have an effect.
We should try. I want to see what would happen
agree.
if we extinguish the sun.
We should fill the sun with concrete. So that way it'll fall out of the sky.
Put a top layer of concrete on the sun. Then we can walk across it.
It's too hot. I solved global warming. You're welcome.
Walk across it like a hot parking lot. Fun.
Tiny little man
The
on the
ground
sun
will be
just going,
glowing.
ooh, ah, ooh. Oh, quick. Get in the car, quick.
I like the idea of turning the sun into an intergalactic parking lot once we span across the stars.
That's like actually Invader Zim shit.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's like
I like
Futurama.
Kaya's idea in general of things we don't like. We just fill them with concrete and call it a day.
Yeah.
That's what we do anyway as humans. Just let's go nuts. Let's go full bore. Fuck it.
That's awesome. It's so
It would be
fucking
cool
good.
if humanity ever decided to just start again. We just go one layer up on our cities and just build a new concrete like slab, basically, and just start again.
Just keep
and the
compounding
future
it.
civilizations can dig down and find our fossils. They can think we were dinosaurs.
That was a Futurama episode where the ruins of old New York were under
Yeah.
New New York.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was a running theme, I think.
Yeah, the sewer people.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we build vertically? I know like high rises and stuff, obviously, but like actual cities on top of cities.
Oh, great. Yeah, let's
We're
make it
getting
even
there.
more cramped.
Wait, Seattle is literally on top of an old city.
Is it actually?
Yeah, there's like an entire underground city of Seattle. They've literally built on top of an old city.
That's
you can do
fucking
like
awesome.
tours.
That's rad.
Yeah, wait, let me have a look at that.
They actually use it as evidence that we buried an old civilization called like I think it was like something with a T. I can't remember.
Seattle.
No.
The Seattleans.
No, what the fuck was it called? They use it as like a talking point for like a government cover up where we came to America and buried like a super hyper advanced civilization and tried to hide all of the evidence to lead to their discovery. What the fuck were they called?
Thracians?
They're very mad at me because I made fun of it, and I can't remember. I can't even remember them now.
Wait, they're mad at you? The people that you're talking about?
It's a whole community that believes.
Well, they're going to be even madder now that you don't remember their name.
Yeah, just cover them in concrete.
Hold on.
Transformers.
They made an entire video dedicated to educating me on it.
Well, wait, we didn't do a very good cover-up job if they're able to make YouTube videos down there.
Tartaria. That's what it is. Tartaria. I found
that's completely made up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tartaria. It's basically they believe that before us there was a super hyper advanced civilization, and what you'll see for a lot of Tartarian evidence is like, you know, in England where they have a lot of the building underground, so it's like inaccessible now. That they built it up to they see like that shit underground with like the little spillways and all of that.
We have actual like city planning from those days about the underground and stuff. It's not a mystery.
Yeah, that's the dumbest goddamn thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, you just haven't been educated. It sounds like ignorance to me, Andrew.
That's true. It's just I have foolhardy like country bumpkin beliefs that if I were a super advanced race and dumb cavemen were coming in to try to bury me in concrete, I would do literally anything to stop it instead of just accepting it. But that's just my opinion.
What's in it for the like advancing civilization to build literally a city on the top of the
Tartarians did not build on top. We buried Tartarians.
Yeah. Somehow this incredible advanced civilization that could do anything just said, yeah, go ahead, cover us up. We're good. We're done.
Brother, I couldn't even remember the name of it. I don't remember. I have no clue.
You made it sound like an actual thing. I was actually
it is what? That's a real conspiracy.
Well, yeah, it's a real conspiracy. You made it sound like a real thing that was actually legit.
No.
Oh man, I thought that was cool.
No,
I looked up Tartaria and it says Tartarian Empire in brackets conspiracy theory, so immediately invalidated. Cool.
Yeah, but Seattle, the thing with Seattle is real. I just double checked to make sure I didn't fall victim to the Tartarian mind virus. Yeah. Seattle is literally built on top of the old Seattle Underground, which was a network of galleries below Pioneer Square.
Huh.
So it's an underground. Why did they build the underground in Seattle?
I don't
know. What purpose?
Trap the Tartarians. I legitimately have no idea. I have no clue.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's also catacombs, which makes sense.
Yeah, Paris has really, really extensive catacombs that it's built on as well.
Yeah, most big cities do.
Mm-hmm. Do we need a new topic? Because I have one I'm excited about.
Go for it.
So Pixar has released a new movie called Elemental.
Yeah, it flopped.
And from what I'm reading, it is flopped. No one's interested. There's no hype, whatever. But in a bid of advertising and marketing, they're trying very, very hard to get this character to be like the new Olaf, the talking snowman from Frozen, the new like sidekick buddy character, merchandisable, cute little thing. His name is Claude. So in Elemental,
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, in Elemental, the theme is the elements. You know, you got earth, fire, wind, water. And Claude is like this little scrappy kid. He's made of earth. He's a little dirt guy. And in the movie, he shows up and he's like trying to hit on the love interest who's years older than him. And it's like the whole, you know, oh, you're just a kid. Shut up, go away. But it doesn't matter. Pixar, to try to market this movie, has created a clip they're trying to pass off as genuine.
Yeah.
Where there's a theater watching the movie and Claude shows up for the first time and everyone in the theater goes, oh my God, it's Claude! Woo! Oh yeah! There he is! On a movie that no one has seen before. Like they were expecting it to happen.
But Claude's well known.
Yeah. A character that was just invented. They're trying to pass it off like the theater lost their fucking minds when he showed up.
No one's gonna have that like reaction about any new IP.
Exactly.
Like any new character.
So it's very, very obviously fake, but they're trying to pass it off like this is real. Their actual tweet says, Claude's got the whole theater rooting for him.
Wait. I didn't know they actually officially tweeted it. I thought it was supposed to be a stealth TikTok. Send it to me in the put it in the chat here.
Pixar Elemental Twitter put out a tweet that says, Claude's got the whole theater rooting for him. Check him out in Elemental.
Oh my fucking god! That's
Here, I'll post it in the show chat.
That's so embarrassing.
But the way that it's filmed as well is trying to capture the style of those like authentic off the cuff TikToks. Where there's random zoom ins and camera shakes, but it's very clearly just the people working at Pixar sitting in a home theater, going "Woo, go Claude!"
Yeah, and they even have like, whoa.
I can't do the silliness justice on the show. Please watch the clip for yourself. But it is one of the most pathetic attempts at marketing I've seen in the last few years.
It looks like shit. It doesn't even look like pretty.
It's just it looks so uninteresting. It's like, it is someone parodying Pixar, basically.
Mm-hmm.
There's
What I'm saying is even visually, it's not even that impressive for a studio like Pixar. It looks so
it looks
ordinary.
Yeah,
it looks just phoned in.
I watched good chunks of it just to give it a chance, and it's paint by numbers Pixar. There's no magic. It's just like they went elements. That's the next one. Do it. We don't have an idea. Just do it.
Is it just another lazy allegory for racism like Zootopia was for millennials to clap? Oh, God, so boring.
The difference is that Zootopia turned it into an actual like mystery plot that was interesting. This movie goes, okay, so the fire people are Asians, and everyone hates them.
Wait, what?
That's the allegory. They live in literal Chinatown. Did you miss that?
Boring and lazy.
I didn't watch the movie.
I watched like the first half of it. The fire people basically represent Asians, and they live in Chinatown. It's called Firetown, and they're literally discriminated against. It's very, very on the nose.
Well, wait, who are they discriminating?
The other elements. So the idea is the other elements are like fire destroys things, and it's bad. Fuck fire. It's the worst. It blows things up. It burns things.
Agreed.
And all the other elements like have a happy, prosperous city outside of that. And then the main protagonist, water dude, falls in love with a fire chick, and he's like, "No, fire's cool. My hot fire girlfriend is cool." And she gets like super discriminated against everywhere they go. Now, that's bad. That's cliche and boring and uninteresting. Do you want to hear how they resolve the issue?
I saw someone speculate before this movie came out that there was going to be a scene like, different elements go together all the time. It's called chemistry. Is that actually in there?
That might be in there. I didn't really watch the ending. I just skipped through the fucking thing. But what happens is, through the power of love, they can embrace, and that's the movie. So the water dude, every time he hugs his fire girlfriend, he starts boiling. Was that okay?
That's it.
Yeah. So throughout the movie, the water dude, he hugs his fire girlfriend, and he starts boiling because he's water. But then, because they learn to stop being racist, they kiss, and it's okay. And that's the whole explanation.
Wait, but they were already
they're together. They were never racist. They weren't the racist ones, right?
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense.
It's like, fine, I'll stop being racist to my girlfriend.
Literally, the explanation of the movie is they no longer hurt each other when they learn to accept that they're different, and racism goes away. That's the literal explanation.
Okay, but, I mean, how much did they hurt each other beforehand? Was fire like evaporating the water guy?
So she was boiling him when they touched, and that's kind of all I gathered. Because again, I really just kind of clicked through the fucking illegal download of this I found. And
but that's not racism. That's just physics, right? I mean, that's just like
this is an awful allegory for racism too, because this is actually like fire and water can't coexist. What is the lesson here?
So the lesson of the movie is if you accept each other's differences, you can learn to live together. And it just magically fixes everything. Like, they have all these problems, and then he's like, "No, it's cool that you're fire. I accept it." And then they kiss, and everything's fine. It's just magically fine. It's really
so
bad.
hard to just flop.
It's Pixar's lowest performing movie ever, I believe. I'll double check though.
Good.
Oh, nice. I think Disney is also putting out some huge stinkers. Where is this? Numbers. Yeah, The Flash is...
Oh, 2 days ago, here's something that sounds like legitimate propaganda from Disney Dining. It says, Elemental sees spectacular box office turnaround. Don't know if that's real or not, but
that viral video worked. All the Claude fans are going to now.
The Claude TikTok may have just had a huge effect here, Andrew. Let's not count it out.
The Claude army is coming, and we can't stop it. Oh,
I hope it's not people ironically going to see it.
It's 65 mil domestic, 121 mil global so far.
Is that profit? What's the budget?
Let's see. It's definitely not profit, I'll tell you right now. Wow. This had a $200 million production budget. Holy shit.
No.
So double that for marketing, 400 million.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Meanwhile, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse had half of that budget and looks incredible.
Although, having said that, that $200 million in marketing budget was spent on the TikTok. So I don't know if it actually managed to hit that number.
Oh my god.
It's shocking how bad these companies are all getting.
Yeah.
Pixar, Disney releasing the shit. They had some magic a while ago and it's all lost now.
It's really, really depressing specifically for Pixar for me because they just could not miss for many years. Every single movie they made back to back to back was incredible, and then they just fucking fell off a cliff.
You need talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just ran out of stories to tell, to be honest. The last good Pixar movie was Soul.
Let's see.
Yeah.
That was 3 years ago. Luca, Turning Red, Lightyear. Oh, God.
Yeah, Lightyear. Oh, everyone's favorite Pixar movie.
When did Coco come out? Was that before or after?
It was before.
Coco was after Cars 3. So
Yeah, no. Coco was well before.
Was Coco Pixar or was it Disney? No,
it was Pixar. Yes.
I think the last one I ever watched was Monsters University. I stopped there. I haven't seen anything else.
Last one I saw was Brave.
Jesus, you guys have actually missed out. Coco is such a banger.
I've heard Coco and Toy Story 4 are really good.
I've heard Coco and Soul are really good, and I do want to see that. I did like Encanto, but I think that's just Disney, isn't it?
Yes. Well, their next coming movies are one called Elio. No idea what that is. And then they're making a sequel to Inside Out.
And Toy Story 5, yay.
Are they?
Yeah, they're hitting the emergency button for Toy Story. They need a win.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Well, they're all good. So
well, there's also Moana, right, with The Rock.
Oh yeah, the live action. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Moana's not Pixar. I'm double checking it. It's not listed here.
No, Moana is just Disney.
Oh, true. Yeah, it's just Disney.
And the remake's live action. And also, speaking of, The Little Mermaid flopped super hard, didn't it?
No, I think it did fine.
No,
I think it did fine. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it did flop.
I'm pretty. Yeah, it's already $500 million at the box office for Little Mermaid.
Oh no!
$500 million.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Stop.
Isn't that kind of... I mean, it's fine, but it's not as good as it should be, right?
Compared to the other live-action remakes, it's definitely less, but it's still doing fine.
Like, The Lion King made like $2 billion, right?
The Lion King is like the 13th highest grossing film of all time.
It's so insulting. That's so insulting.
Lion King, I just looked up, made $1.6 billion.
It's fucking tragic. That movie is... There's no reason the Lion King remake should
You lose so much in this new live action
Yep.
style. So much.
Something I found out about recently on that one that I didn't notice. Did you guys know the singer's off key in the Lion King remake?
No, I don't. I couldn't tell you anything that happens.
In I Just Can't Wait to Be King, the child singer from the original movie nails it, but in the remake, he literally is completely flat on the final note when he holds King, and it's really noticeable when you notice it.
It's probably the least of that movie's problems.
Yeah, it's just another piece of the shit pile.
Has anyone actually seen The Little Mermaid?
No.
I have zero interest.
No.
There's a fucking actress in that I wish they'd stop putting in so many fucking things.
You're talking about Aquafina.
Yeah.
Didn't she have a song too that sucked ass in the movie?
Here, I've got a hot take. I legitimately don't mind Aquafina in the movies she's in. I haven't seen her in this movie, but like she was fine in Renfield. She's been fine in like every movie that I've seen her in recently.
Why am I getting images of
It's not that she's
plastic
bad.
water
It's just that
bottles?
she's in everything. She's in so much. I'm getting tired of her. Like I'm tired of The Rock.
Just inundated with her. That's fine. I just I don't think she's like the worst parts of the movie she's in or anything like that. She's fine.
Yeah.
What does she play?
I think she was the worst part of Shang-Chi though.
Oh, she plays Scuttlebutt. Right.
Yeah.
That's what the fucking song that goes, the Scuttlebutt. Scuttlebutt. It's a classic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen this trash. Oh, have you guys seen that AI intro for some Disney show?
Yeah,
Oh,
for
Secret
Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
They're
funny
so
is
mad.
they made that full AI intro and then they defended it and they were like, we wanted the uncanny and unnatural feel and only AI could give us that. They barely did anything with it. They just put a little squiggly filter on stuff instead of really transforming it and making it crazy.
Yeah, no, it's just like actual laziness, and it looks bad. Like it legitimately just looks fucking awful.
Yeah, they did nothing with
Plus,
it.
I mean, a human could have also painted it that way, artificially,
exactly.
or like shitty looking, rather.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's kind of funny that like all of these industry insiders are like, "How dare they do this to us?" Like, yeah, bro, this is what's coming.
It's Disney. What did you
Yeah.
fucking expect? They were absolutely
don't
going to
give
be
a
the
shit
first
about
ones
you.
to hop on this shit.
It saves an absurd amount of time and money. Why wouldn't they use it?
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah, like, did you really have any faith in Disney? Seriously? Like, you thought that they were going to be your crusaders? They regurgitate the same
Dude,
shit
I'm telling
every 2
you,
months.
I was telling Jackson like Disney's future is gonna be like it's gonna be like those Twitch AI channels where they just try to auto-generate the fucking content, and they'll hook it up to Disney Plus and just farm people.
I'm
God,
completely surprised that they didn't hop on the Spider-Man Elsa trend on YouTube when that was blowing up. Like, I thought for sure that they'd start doing like TV series like that.
Don't worry, Jackson. The YouTubers are going to make up for that slack because there's now a trend that's been coming out lately where videos teach you how to make videos completely AI generated with zero input whatsoever. So it's gonna get worse and worse.
I'm sure you'll get your
it's dead.
Spider-Man Elsa crossover once they milk the fucking multiverse even further.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, that's the only way that Spider-Man and Elsa would ever meet up, right? Is through the multiverse.
I haven't seen Spider-Verse yet. Does Elsa show up in it?
In what?
I don't know.
Across the Spider-Verse?
No.
No? Darn.
Yeah, that would be pretty great, though.
It'd be fucking sick. They pop
Did you guys
pregnancy
see
bubbles
the marketing
and
for this TV show, by the way, where they have the aliens walking through actual news reports on actual
No.
news TV channels?
shit. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I put it
It
in the
just looks
chat.
like Shrek is walking in the background.
It looks like Shrek, but you just know the fucking Redditor Marvel-brained people, they're gonna soy face and just clap. Like, oh, there he is, there's Thanos and his nephew and Spider-Man. And it's just the depressing part to me is these are actual news reports and Disney is just inserting their fucking goofy characters into them. They don't
Yeah,
even have the
it's pretty
veneer
crude.
of
So isn't
legitimacy
the-
to them anymore as news channels.
Isn't the point of Secret War that they're forming
Undercover,
themselves
yeah.
as humans and hiding, and then this
Yeah,
guy's
they're
just
not
walking
walking around
around
as
in this
great
green
people.
tuxedo? Man.
Yeah.
He looks like if Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z was on the street.
This dude's meant to be in disguise.
Looks like the Green Goblin.
Wait, yeah, this guy's meant to be in disguise. He walks directly in front of
Yeah.
the fucking camera.
That's the whole point, is that they're shapeshifters hiding as humans, but this guy's like, oh, it's me, Alien Bill.
One of them is literally operating the camera, shooting the TV series.
It's so stupid.
They had no idea though.
They fundamentally misunderstood the whole point. Fuck me.
And now apparently the show for the first episode was good, but that just sounds like actual lies from
Coke.
Marvel fans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's also.
Look at the. Sorry.
I was just gonna say it's also a Marvel fan's opinion, so it's immediately like biased.
Oh yeah, for sure. Also, I mean, look at the banner at the bottom. I forgot what it's. The Chiron. LA City Council to consider motion to suspend price. So I guess some politicians getting suspended. Under that, female stabbed to death in Hyde Park. And in the back is fucking Shrek. Just this is what your death amounts to. Is fucking Disney promotion. I hate these people.
Yeah.
Same. This is
That's
so fucking cringe.
That's so goofy.
Marketing is just so fucking dumb. We got 2 examples of marketing in this episode: the fucking Claude shit, and now this.
The Claude shit is so good.
Yeah. I can't
I
wait
already
for more
know that the
Claude.
news is just entertainment, but this it just completely mask off. Yeah, we're just Disney.
We just advertise Disney, yeah.
Disney and Big Pharma. Double penetrating the news, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Oh well. What else happened this week?
Oh,
You guys
so
want to talk
much.
about this Twomad guy who I know nothing about? Is there anything to it?
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I haven't looked into it too much. All I know is he's having like an actual mental breakdown on Twitter because he got accused of
Charlie?
a bunch of stuff.
I haven't really. There's legitimately like probably 15,000 tweets.
Yeah.
There's actually 0% chance I'm reading through all of the nonsensical stuff that's been tweeted out there. He has been accused of some super serious stuff, and like he himself has confirmed it a couple times, I think. And then he like denies it, so it's impossible to follow. It legitimately is,
Like
but
typical. All right.
it's an unhinged situation.
He's actually like, mentally ill.
Mentally unwell, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
Is he,
actually
melting
mentally
down on
unwell.
stream?
Like it's become pretty fucking obvious that the act in quotation marks that he's put on over the last 5 years is like genuinely just him. Like he's mentally unstable as fuck. So
What has he done in the last 5 years? What do you mean? What?
well,
act?
his videos are just him like shouting and random stuff, right? Like, what would you describe?
He got big as troll videos, right?
Yeah, kind of. Like I think he got big. Was he big before COVID happened, or was it during the COVID?
No, he was
calls?
definitely he was big before COVID happened. He used to
we
do a
had him
lot
on
of
the
Overwatch
show
stuff
years
yeah.
ago.
Whoa,
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
he was
whoa?
big for a
Didn't
while.
we?
I didn't hear what any of you said.
I just said he was big for a while. What did you say, Kaya?
Oh, I said we even had him on the show years ago, but I didn't really remember even. It just came up as a search result.
Hmm.
Unless I'm
I don't remember the episode at all, really. Yeah, I know he's like humor is that kind of like lol random humor, but super loud and super over the top. But yeah, that's about it. I don't know. There's nothing really there.
It's just
Okay, well, sorry to bring it up. Sounds boring.
it's just really fucked up. Like he's got very serious accusations, and he just keeps making nonsense post after nonsense post.
We can end on this topic. This is kind of like more lighthearted and funny. Did you guys see the Dragon Ball Z Fighter Z player?
Oh, the Gamer Rage.
Yeah, Gamer Rage stuff. Gamer Rage is some of my favorite content online. When they
I
get full-
love
Why are
it.
they such
It's so
poor
good.
sports? Gamers are the worst sports, I swear, especially
Absolutely.
esport types.
Well, that's because they have no social
Why?
skills
How-
usually, man.
I fucking get it,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like so
What do you
other
mean you get
games,
it?
other games like Call of Duty and all that shit, you got like 100 people in the lobby and random bullshit and whatever. But with a fighting game, it's you versus another player. And when you're in that zone, you fucking hate that other person as much as humanly possible. And some people just can't control it. They just let it go. It's competitive sport.
Yeah, but you don't see like a tennis player beating the shit out of his
Yes, you
opponents.
do.
They just
Oh,
What are you
well,
talking about?
Yeah, tennis players get just as heated.
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
really.
Just as heated, but they don't fucking like storm over the other side and start beating the shit out of them with their rackets when they lose.
They have
their-
I want to let you guys
there
in on a
have been
little
plenty
secret.
of-
We have a sport called hockey, and part of the entire sport is if people get heated, they start punching each other.
That's
Yes.
kind of like
So
hockey's
good, too.
whole identity, though.
In
Yeah.
basketball, they curse
that's
and shit talk
that's
each other up and down a
encouraged.
storm. In football, they constantly drag each other by helmets and shit to fuck with each other. This is common. This happens all the time. The only reason it doesn't happen at that level is because if you're playing in a pro level sport and the referee flags you, you're throwing away millions of dollars just to have a little freak out. Whereas here, you punch a dude, you get banned from a tournament. Who cares?
True. Good point.
But this kind of shit happens constantly. Happens all the time. It's competitive
and yet
sport.
this is inherently so much cringier.
Well,
Now that's because
yeah.
it's gamers and they don't have social skills nor Chad-like football bodies.
And it's also like inherently kind of like a lamer reason to start beating down on someone. Like
Yeah,
the setting,
exactly.
the setting is just like some kind of like gaming hall with like bunch of gamers around and stuff. I don't know. It's just not as cool.
I think it's entirely cultural. If you had two football players and there was a big play and they started screaming at each other and pushing each other, you go, oh man, they're really worked up. Whereas if the same exact thing happens at a fighting game tournament, you go, look at those dumb nerds. They're being so stupid.
No, I would also say, look at those dumb fucking chimpanzees beating each other.
Neither of them are
Like,
good, but I think it's
football players
context.
aren't super cool when they do that shit.
Yeah.
In this particular case, though, it makes even less sense because he didn't beat the guy up that he beat like he lost to in the game. He beat he tried to punch the cameraman because the cameraman looked at his broken controller that he smashed against the floor.
Yeah, that's misdirected rage. There was a Marvel Capcom player back in the day. His name's Noel Brown, and I think he was a horrible person who had a history of violence. But at one point, he was playing a match. There's a video of it. He was playing a Marvel Capcom match. He lost the game, politely shook his opponent's hand, and then immediately whipped around and started beating a guy's ass in the crowd who was shit-talking him. It's good stuff. This is not uncommon. The fighting game community has real fights like this all the time. It's really common.
Oh no, we know it's common. That's why I said that. Like, these are my favorite types of videos, is game and rage videos. But at the same time, like, I'm laughing at it because it's fucking lame.
Oh, it is lame. It is
Damn,
lame.
this is vintage, Andrew. I've never seen this. Yeah.
You never saw that video? Oh, it's such a classic. He goes from like a polite, stalwart gentleman to immediately just assaulting a guy behind him.
So I'm watching it. He's not the one that shakes hands.
No?
He attacks the guy who shakes hands.
Oh, okay.
He actually comes out of nowhere. Like, he runs in and blasts him.
Yeah, and the commentators. So Marvel vs. Capcom is known as a very, very heated, very hyped game. So when the fist fight starts, one of the commentators just goes, "Marvel! Yo, Marvel!" over and over again.
The guy he punches is also in a boot because it looks like he broke his leg.
What was the guy doing at the start? He's like dancing around or something.
Yeah, I guess he was like celebrating that the guy lost. Maybe I don't know.
I read a thing on that back when it happened. He said Noel's defense was like, "Oh, he was talking shit all game. He was talking shit all day, and I had enough of his shit or something." But who knows? From what I remember, Noel Brown's not a very good person. So, yeah.
I can't believe this isn't a bigger clip. This is by far the biggest gamer rage fight I've ever seen.
It's really old, though. That might be why. That happened like 10 years ago.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ago, so I don't know who you're talking about. I looked up Noel Brown games and images, and the first like 5 pictures are just mugshots of him.
Yeah, he's not a good guy. He's really not. What did he do?
Jesus.
Could you find it?
Like,
I know he went to jail multiple times.
He has sexual assault charges, domestic assault charges, a lot of shit. Jesus.
Yeah, he's not a good person. Let me put it this way. Out of everyone that you would think would start a fight at a fighting game tournament, he was priority suspect number 1. Like, straight up. For sure.
Yeah, this guy's clearly got impulse control issues.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like he's still competing, though. He was at EVO 2022.
Oh. Was that held in prison?
He's here. I maybe he's simmered down a bit. I don't know.
He got second place at CEO that just happened just now in Marvel Capcom 3. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Huh. How do they let felons compete?
I thought like he's reformed. Maybe he's a good guy now.
Yeah, but like don't they want to make those places safe?
With one. I just thought of a bigger gamer meltdown. You guys remember that guy who was playing like NFL Pro or something, and he came back and shot the guy that beat him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's gotta be number 1, right?
That clip was terrifying.
That is absolutely fucking horrifying. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit more than just gamer rage.
It was the Madden tournament, and he got beat, and he went home, got a gun, came back to the tournament, and the last thing you saw on stream was a laser dot on the guy's chest, and then the feed cut.
Jesus.
Yeah. It was ominous. It was like a fucking movie.
God, how do you drive home and come back and like you're still that mad?
Yeah.
You'd feel like he would just stomp around in his living room and have cooled down and just crack open a beer or something. How do you rage that hard?
Yeah, that's
socialized gamers.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Even Noel Brown was like, Jesus Christ, that one's fucked up. Guaranteed.
So did that guy go to prison? Did the guy he shot die? What happened again?
He died, yeah.
Oh my
Charlie,
God.
you knew a lot
so
about it
that's
when it happened. Do you remember?
I don't remember the whole story, but it happened in Jacksonville. I remember that.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the feed getting cut, to be honest with you, Andrew. I remember what you're talking about, but I thought that it just like you just saw everyone like run away and like scream. But that might be a false memory.
Did you actually see the shooting?
No, you didn't actually see the shooting, from what I recall.
Maybe I
That's
saw
good.
an
That's
edited
first
clip
degree.
then.
That's first degree murder, right? You go home and you
Look,
plan
that's absolutely
a murder.
first
Oh
degree
yeah,
murder.
premeditated intent. Everything's there. Yeah.
It's not manslaughter. You didn't accidentally shoot him.
He killed two people, wounded 10, and then killed himself.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ!
so
I
it's
didn't
like
know
a
it was
mass-
that
Oh,
bad.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
He went-
God!
Yeah, that's
What the
fucked up.
fuck?
It's not like he could have
See,
made
that's
a
toxic
claim.
gamer culture.
He couldn't have made a defense in court like, well, Your Honor, he beat me in Super Smash, and that hurt my feelings.
I was mad. I was salty,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
Well, yeah, if you say I was mad, that's why I killed him. Like, that's pretty indicative of guilt and
It was a
intent.
crime of passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus. You said this
All
would be an
over
uplifting
Madden.
topic, Jackson.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
You took it in this direction. You took it in the killing. The
You
others.
brought a topic of fucking violence and said this will cheer everyone up.
I mean, that last the public freakout that I showed was funny. That was
that
great.
was funny.
Yeah, true. Kaya's the one that brought it back to this fucking psychopath.
Yeah. Why the fuck did you? Why'd you do that? Why'd you?
You
pollute my
guys said
topic?
one of you said the other guy was the worst ever, and then I just thought of this guy.
You had to one up us. Well, actually,
I win. Community notes, Kaya. Okay.
let's wrap. I gotta go.
Okay.
Okay,
Alrighty.
Mr. Busy.
Thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, and thank you for listening to this week's episode. Bonus episodes, bonus content, podophiles, stuff like that over at patreon.com/theofficialpodcast. A lot of bonus content, early access, all that good stuff. You can check it out over at patreon.com/theofficialpodcast. Other than that, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks.
No gamer aging.
Bye.
Keep your hands on your controllers. All right, bye.
And break them. Then get your hands on a gun.